Marine Corps.
A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Marine Corps.
Army Navy was not for me.
Marine Corps.
Air Force was just too easy.
Marine Corps.
How are you doing today? Jarhead Dabz here, and we have a great tutorial. We got a blaze farm without using pistons to push them down or any types of craziness. Just simple, easy, and efficient for the XP. Now, let's hop into a demonstration. Now we're going to grab ourselves a sword, and we're going to spawn some blazing. Now, we're in the overworld, so they won't spawn. So we're going to do it for them. Now we're just going to spawn in a couple here. And as you can see, they find themselves down bottom. Now I'm just going to come up here and show you that they come straight down. Now we have our block off button right here. Now that stops other blaze from coming down. And we automatically have them cut down to, I think it's 1 heart. So it's 1 swing of our diamond sword and 2 with anything below. So say iron or wood or stone. As you can see, they're dying off. Now that guy, these corners actually don't have pistons to stop blaze from coming down. Now it's kind of impossible to keep the circuitry clean and have a piston there. I mean, we could do it, but you don't have to. It's not going to affect the farm whatsoever. Now, let's start this off. We're going to come down 6 blocks from the spawner, and we're going to be going 5 out on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we actually want a 9x9 area. The 5th block out will actually be our glass wall. So let me fill all this in, and we will come back to it. Now, I built up the walls. We're building these walls 7 high to match the height of the spawner. We don't need to go above the spawner or anything like that, or anything crazy. You just need to match the height of the spawner. Now, when you come down here below, I wouldn't measure out your floor just yet. Just bear with me now. I'm just taking some of this nether brick away just so we have some room to work here. I should have did this pre-video. Now what you're going to do is you're going to come in 1 block and you're going to remove the glass and leave 1 block on each side. Now it would just be easier if you just take out all the glass and then come back and re-put the glass in. Now I only do 3 sides. You could do this all 4 sides if you wanted to, and then have a ladder coming up into it, or however you want to get up into your farm. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to lay down a layer of any block of your choice, and this is where our pistons are going to sit, and this is what actually stops the blaze from coming down, so we can get our XP and not worry about other blazes messing up our durability up on our swords. Now we're going to lay in regular pistons all the way down. You don't need them on the corners for the way I'm doing it. Now if you want to figure out a way to put a piston in there, that's your choice. I would just not even worry about it, because it's not going to affect your farm at all. Minimally it will. I mean, technically you'll have blaze periodically coming down through there even though you have the piston shut, but it's not a huge issue. So now we're just gonna lay our redstone line down, and how we're gonna power this is with a sticky piston and a redstone block. Now we're gonna put the redstone block there, And we're going to put our sticky piston in. That's a regular piston, I believe. Okay, those work, just to get a glimpse of it. And we're going to replace this with a sticky piston. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is just so everything's easier. Obviously, I could run the switch with our mob crusher switch, but I just like it to do it this way. We're going to grab some of our materials here, and we're going to lay out our flooring. And this is where we're going to actually be doing all the killing. Now, you're going to have 3 blocks between your floor and your piston on-off switch, we're going to say, for the blaze to come down. So we're going to set our chest over here we're going to line it up with the outside wall, the glass wall above us, and we're going to lay hoppers around where the blaze will come down. Now, as you're doing this, remind yourself you're going to be in survival. So I would actually glass cage myself in here, like around this platform, just so no ghasts or blaze can be harming me while I'm building this farm. And also just make sure you're safe and you have lots of potions on you, fire protection and stuff like that, fire protection, armor, and you know the deal. I mean, building in the nether can be painful, especially when you're right over top of lava also. So you never know when a gas could come out and shoot a fireball. So we're going to lay our slabs on top here so the XP doesn't go down into the hoppers as we're killing off the blaze. Now, as I said, I love this farm, and I use this farm a lot, actually. Like, this is like the first thing that I like to do is get into the nether and build a blaze farm because it's super fast XP. It's pretty easy to do. The only hard part would be is the slime blocks that we're going to need. Honestly, all the other materials are simple to come by. Now, what we're doing here is we're actually building our crushers. So we accidentally made it wrong, but there's gonna be 4 sticky pistons on each of the 3 sides, and they're gonna line up with how we are right near. And I just made it a little bit extra long, so we're gonna add that glass back there. So you're actually gonna be putting your hole 1 block away from the wall, the glass wall. Now you're gonna be on top of that from that piston. Not from the piston, from the hopper, you're going to be coming up 2 blocks up and 1 block out. So you're going to have a 2x1 area right there, and that's where your sticky pistons are going to sit on top. And then we're going to add our slime blocks and our obsidian in. If you don't put the obsidian in the right spots, you'll mess your farm up completely. And I've done it plenty of times building this farm. Now, we're always going to put our slime blocks on, and then I fill in the obsidian. I don't. You could literally put obsidian everywhere around this, but I like to put them where it matters, so I'm not wasting obsidian. So what we're going to do, we're going to place our obsidian here on the wall where we know our sticky pistons are going to be, and the rest you fill in with the block of your choice. Now I'm using cobblestone because I have a crap load of it, usually in survival, and it doesn't look too bad. Now, we're going to come around here. We're going to do our other platform. We're going to seal that off. Every other brick block will be obsidian over here. So from the edge, you're going to start obsidian, white, your choice of block, obsidian, your choice of block, obsidian. So we're going to put 1 block down and then 2 blocks up, and that's where our sticky pistons sit. And just make sure that your math correct when you're doing this. Just make sure you're watching the tutorial and you're paying attention. That way you don't have to come back and be like, oh, I was off a couple blocks. Now, I'm not trying to be rude by that comment because I watch tutorials all the time, and I'm like, why? What did I do wrong? And I missed a step. And I do have this sped up just a tiny little bit because I don't want to waste too much of your time, if I'm wasting your time at all, because this is a great farm to have on your Pocket Edition or whatever edition of Minecraft you're playing. And I messed up the sticky pistons yet again. Silly me. Okay. Because I added in that extra wall there. Now, let's add in 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, now we have all of our sticky pistons, and now let's just fill it in like we did on the first section here. We're going to put our slime blocks in, and then we'll put our obsidian right above the slime blocks, right below the slime blocks. We'll do the other side too real quick. We'll put the cobblestone in, quick and in a hurry. Cobblestone, 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 cobblestone. Oh, wow. That's like a tongue twister. Say cobblestone 30 times fast. Now, if you want to clean up the outside of this, I'd advise covering all your redstone. Like I said earlier, I would initially have a huge glass cage around this. Like, I'd probably go out from the spawner itself, probably 16 blocks, and put a huge glass cage around this, just for your comfort and your safety. Now we're almost done filling this in, and then all we have left to do is to power this sucker up and try her on. We're going to run some circuitry. Now we're going to run a border of blocks around here so the blaze can't escape or hurt us. And we're going to build this up just a little bit and beautify it. Okay, that is basically the farm. Now all that's left is the circuitry, and it's the most simple circuitry you're going to need like 4 or 5 redstone repeaters, 8 comparators, and some redstone dust and a button, and we're done. Now use your block of choice for when you're running this circuit, as always. I'm using quartz just because it makes everything that I'm laying down around it pop out, so it's easier to see for you guys. Also, I like the white on purple. Kind of like some royalty type of thing going on. But we're going to place a block here, redstone, redstone. 4 comparators going in with a block at the end. 4 comparators going towards that way. A redstone piece, redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust. Connected up down here. I left the redstone dust down there. Boom, block, redstone dust. Put a block down, and shabam, our system is working. Let's test her out. You can see that this piston is staying extended for a period of time. This is to crush those mobs that are in there. Now we're using the slime blocks and the cobblestone to actually do this. So what we're going to do, we're going to run our circuitry to all the other pistons. Now, you don't have to use as many repeaters as I do. You can figure out the math. I just don't like figuring out the distance and stuff like that. I just throw down repeaters wherever I need or wherever I think I'm going to need them. So let's go back around, and we're going to lay down our redstone circuitry. And that's it. That's all we have left. Simple, efficient, fast. I mean, basically, if you have all the materials to do this, it should take no longer than 20 minutes to do this. That's also, it'll only take 20 minutes if you already pre-cut out your area, if you know what I mean. What I would do initially is I would come up to the spawner, I would block it all off, and then work below it, and then come back and finish off the top. Now let's try this out. See if these pistons over here they're extended. we're in business. Now, all we have to do is get some blaze in here and clean this place up. I'm going to add in some cobblestone right here just because sometimes the blaze like to glitch through pistons, so this is just to stop them from being pulled back with the piston. I'm just going to add some obsidian here to cover up this slime. And fill in. You don't have to. You can fill in this area if you want to. You really don't have to. I'm leaving it open just so that other mobs aren't spawning on the blocks below, like pigmen and stuff like that. Also, I advise you to lay carpets down or slabs for your floors so you're not getting pigmen spawning down here in your kill chamber. We're just going to beautify this area real quick, and then I will show you how this farm works yet again after we completed it. Now, I showed a brief demonstration of what the farm does, but this I will show you in full action. I'm gonna show you some blaze and how they pathfind down into here, and then I'm gonna go AFK for a couple of minutes, probably about 10, 15, 20 minutes, and show you how much XP we can get. Now, I think I have like 6 levels right now on me, I believe, something like that, or maybe 16. We'll see what happens when we go into survival. We're just going to grab ourselves a sword, and I'm going to go up top here. And we're going to turn it into hard mode. Clear that out real quick, just so we have a flight path up here. We're going to remove this glass. And boom, voila. Oh, last important part. Sorry, I forgot about this part. Now, we're going to have to add in, you don't have to do this, but it definitely speeds up the process of them pathfinding. What we're doing is we're removing the bottom 2 layers of glass, and then we're going to add on the bottom layer, it won't be glass, it'll be any solid block, a block that mobs could spawn on. So we're going to use cobblestone, of course. I love cobblestone. Cobblestone is my favorite. What this actually does, from my understanding, is it's giving the blaze a block to pathfind to. It's saying, hey, you can come over here. Now, another thing you could do is take out the layer above those cobblestone and put in trapdoors, and the blaze will come right to them. I don't like to do that just because trapdoors are a pain in the butt. But as you can see, they immediately went down. I mean, immediately. 3 of them went down on the first go. Now, this guy, he's going to pathfind to the corner. You're going to get guys like that. Now, they might stay there for a couple of minutes, but eventually that guy will fall down. But we don't have to worry about that because we're going to have plenty of blaze spawn in here. And if you're lucky enough, you can get 2 of these suckers going at the same time. Now, as you can see, boom, he's jumping down immediately as he came down. Another one. It doesn't take very long. Another one. And this guy, usually if 4 of them spawn, he's going to the corner. But, as you can see, we got lots and lots of blaze here. This is after, I think it was 15 minutes, 20 minutes. 15 and 20 minutes, because I went and did some stuff with my kids quick. Now, we're going to put this in survival. We closed the piston door, so most blazes won't come down. And we're going to hit the kill button. Boom. They should all turn red. Now, you're going to get this also. Some of these guys are going to get pushed out. So, if you don't want that to happen, just I wouldn't let your blaze build up as much. Or you could also add in extra blocks. And we're just going to run around here, back and forth, and hit these guys. 1-hit kill. Boom, boom, shabam. We're getting XP out the wazoo. Now, a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to be running around. I want to stand in one place. Well, that's okay. If you don't want to make this farm, then don't. There's other ones out there that put them into one, group them into one area, but I think that takes the fun away from playing Minecraft. I mean, all the auto farms and everything, you're taking away the basics of the game, like you're supposed to be running and killing and placing blocks and farming and doing all that stuff. I mean, yeah, it's awesome to have auto farms because it makes the game so much simpler and leaves you to the building aspect of the game. But I love this farm because I'm not standing in one place and swinging my sword. I'm walking back and forth. I'm doing stuff. I'm not getting bored of it. My fingers aren't getting bored because they're constantly moving. And it's just fun to see all that XP. I mean, look at that. We don't have to worry about the guy, other blazes coming down and despawning or killing each other off or any of that stuff. Let's go ahead and check our chest and see how much blaze rods we got. We got a stack and a half in 20 minutes. I mean, I think that's pretty good for this little farm. Now, I hope you all enjoyed. That is Jarhead Dabz Blaze Farm tutorial. Remember to hit that like button, hit the bell too for more videos when I post them so you get notified. And I really hope you enjoyed the video and join us on Discord, Instagram, Facebook, Jarhead Dabz, FG Dabba Dabba Doo for Twitch. And we are sponsored by Fully Gaming for life. Hit that subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time.